believe the next government will have to benefit from this law. So for us to come and create an impression that we have been lost from Arabia for the SLDP, if we match that, Sierra Leone will never. And I am now beginning to believe that that's why we are where we are today. Because we have struggled, government before us, and government today, we have struggled to take major decisions because of politics. We have struggled. Because when once you want to take this decision, the opposition say no. Mr. Speaker, I was in this parliament when they started, when His Excellency had so much ideas and said, let us sweep, it was sweep filter. Very good idea. We supported him. They started the project in less than 1 month, they stopped. Because they wanted the votes. How long should we be begging for votes? When you are voted in, you have a mandate of 5 years. When you perform, when you take decisions, the people will be so pleased that based on the decisions, you'll be voted out. But you, at the end of the day, you want to steal the process, you are afraid, your hands are tied for elections. That's why Sierra Leone doesn't move. Mr. Speaker, if we don't pass this constitution today, Sierra Leone will not move to the next level. Because at the end of the day, if you are there, you bring the constitution, we will politicize it. For instance, we are in opposition. Somebody must take the decision. And thank you very much, His Excellency the President. You have taken major decisions. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, long before now, we have a group called 50-50. They will be lobbying for 30%. They lobbied the entire APC period just for them to have 30% of female representation. We have not said, I have listened to my colleagues, we have not said there were no women in governance. That's not the point. There were women, outstanding women. But the number of women we have now, in that's the number of women we are crying for long before now. They were asking for 30%. The highest we used to have in this parliament was 9%, Mr. Speaker. So no, 9%. We have 12 MPs, 13 MPs, 15 female MPs. So then we have more than 40 female MPs. Nobody has said, when I listen to arguments, oh, there were women. Nobody has said there were no women. There were very strong women. But the number of women we have today, some women are even shocked. Because if we now go back to our constituencies, they will not even win. Because they don't even have the capacity and the wherewithal to even contest at their constituency level. But His Excellency was so pleased, he was not lobbying. There were no 50-50 group. Nobody ran after him. He believed in himself and said, I am going to support the women. When we were doing the GVD, the leader and myself, a lot of people were against it. We knew after passing that law, men are going to lose their seats. And we did it. So then we have more women at the detriment of men. Because there is no way we get 42 women. When we used to have 15 and men did not go. Men went. He was so, the president said, you must pass that law. He was not lobbying. There were no 50-50 group. It was just something he believed in. Mr. Speaker, so when laws are there, he said now, it is in the key within. Can we entrench it in the constitution? That's what simply His Excellency is asking us to do. That's what this government is asking us to do. And the women, even with the benefit you have received, you are shying away from the reality. You will not come back. I'm sure you will not come back. I have members of parliament who stood firm for their parties who are not here. People like Kello, these are one of the best MPs. People like Dauda Kalon. These are the people we are competing with. Very good MPs they are there because of first party policy. Good MPs who replace them. Party who replace them. Their replacement is a non-starter. Their replacement is a non-starter. So they look at the turnover. The members of parliament, when we came, Mr. Speaker, in 2018, when we came, I was the only one involved. I was the only surviving MP involved. In 2023, because of PR, we had 10 MPs returning out of 11. And we have 2 additional women added to us. Mr. Speaker, what else can the president do for women? You are sitting there embarrassing your leaders. They are here, they are ashamed of what you are doing. You don't listen to them. You think they are stupid? You think they are stupid? They accept the talk to you. That why do you want to politicize everything as your people? Why? So Mr. Speaker, already remember when we talk about PR, Mr. Speaker, it is our political parties that are what called symbols. And Mr. Speaker, let me explain to you what you don't know. Long before now, even before the emergence of the PR, it is our political parties that will hold us as symbols. Let me tell you, in 2018, in 2012 when we came, there were some MPs who believed it was because of the deepness of their pockets that brought them to parliament. When our parties were given them instructions, they were not listening. Like what you are doing today. They are challenging them because they are in opposition. That's what some of our colleagues did when we were in opposition. When the party gives them instructions, they believe what they will go there, they're not going to challenge them. That's what some of our MPs did. Let me tell you what happened. In 2018, the party changed its rules and regulations. They said, no, we are the owners of our party. If you have money, go to the constituency. We have some people who went to the constituency, they got all of the votes, and the party did not give them their symbol. The symbol belongs to the party. Party screening. The symbol belongs to the party. They gave the party for 40% in the constituency. They gave the party 15% in the district. They gave the party 10% in the region, and the rest was left at the national level. So even if you get all of the votes in your constituency, that doesn't determine you the symbol of the party. Because the party is the owner of their symbol. And the law said that the party chairman, or secretary general, and the party leader should sign your nomination form. So when you get an impression that, when you go to your constituency, the constituency will give you symbol, you are just wasting your time. You are not wasting. Who nominates you? It's your party. Who presents this? It's your party. It has always been a system. And let me tell you, honorable members, you are misunderstanding the word of constituency. Let me educate you. In 1996, the whole state was a one-state constituency. In 1996, the election, the whole country was a one-state constituency. In 2002, the country was segmented into district block. Every district was a constituency. So the constituency is about convenience of borders. About convenience of borders. For some of you who are young, who don't even know politics, constituencies change. Census convenience. That is why electoral commission, after we give them the change, will do boundary delimitation. Constituencies change. There was a period where constituency used to go east, which covers almost both. So the half of the constituency was removed. So this thing about disrespecting your leaders and say, constituency, but even if you get the vote of your constituency, the leaders of your party will decide who they give their symbol. The symbol belongs to the party and not to you. So Mr. Speaker, when you talk about PR and you disrespect your leaders, let us go to our constituency, let us go to our people. Who are the people? The leaders of our party are the people. If you want to disrespect them like you are doing, the leaders of the party are the party. These are the people who give you symbol. Some of you will be trying to get your symbol. You were in both school, we call it undervaluing. Some of you were undervalued. You had bosses. Like I understand a lot of you on that side, you are claiming you have no mentor. You are claiming you have no mentor. You have no respect for people. You can talk to them anyhow. For some of us, when we went to Tokyo, we believe in the decision of our party. We believe in the decision of our government. That is why when we went to Tokyo, we are clear, extremely clear, that the decision taken by our party with the representation of Honorable Parantara, who happens to be the Secretary General, and the decision taken by the Attorney General, we stand by it. We did not challenge it. We did not even hold a meeting. They just briefed us that this is the decision reached, and we trusted our leaders. When we went to Komon-Tok, let me just like okay. They had to engage the leaders almost 2 hours we were waiting for them. And they rejected everything the leaders brought to them. That's why these are the decisions. Even when we are not happy, we know they are our leaders. We will never disrespect them. Tomorrow we want to be leaders and we want to be respected. So the leaders of FPP, please forgive them. These are the people you sent for us. These are the people you get to know what they are doing. Forgive them. But they don't know what they are doing. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, for the election of the Electoral Commission, already, Mr. Speaker, we know institutions are politicized. Even those few institutions that are not politicized, please, let us not politicize. Let us not politicize them. We already know what is happening in other professional institutions.
You have 3 more minutes.
We all know what is happening in other professional institutions. Please, for goodness sake, let us leave the Interreligious Council alone. There is no way the Interreligious Council is going to determine, is going to be part of the select committee that the FPP people not want to influence their leadership. There's no way. There's no way we know Slash is going to be part of the parties that will be choosing the Electoral Commission that the FPP or SLPP will not want to be part of that leadership, will not influence that leadership. So, Mr. Speaker, for other jurisdictions I have researched, if you go to Nigeria, Mr. Speaker, it is the president in consultation that will select the Electoral Commission. If you go to the Gambia, it is the president in consultation that will select the Electoral Commission. If you go to Senegal, it is the same. If you go to Kenya, it is the same. If you go to Ghana, it is the same. Why are we allergic to change? Like what the members have said, we have struggled, and I know it is not just to the SLPP government, even the FPC, when they were governors, I think a lot of you were not here. They are just coming into politics. I was in opposition. I saw what happened. We all, when we were in opposition, we struggled also with the wordings of consultation. We struggled with it. We now have an opportunity, honorable members, for us to define what consultation is. Let us all sit in the room. Let us define, let us show the mechanism of consultation, the type of consultation, rather than say, oh no. Why do we want to politicize every institution? All of these institutions stated, Madam Minister, all of them will be politicized when one of these laws stands as it is.
Thank you very much, Honorable.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, When I listen to my colleague, I expect so much. I was shocked, but also compelled with the belief of the conviction as to why the then chairman presiding fought him so hard that he's now here without a single delegate to his constituency. So I can understand he's struggling to gain favor of the new chairman to make sure that he gathers favor. So I can understand. More so when he wants to come back to parliament as a speaker. Even when his people have rejected him clearly. But let me inform him that unlike your party that do not value you, all of us seated here went to oppose my constituencies. That is how much our leaders value us. That's how much they value us. Mr. Speaker, you know, it was ironical. And I expected my colleague not to have argued against a single clause in this bill. Mr. Speaker, that was my expectation. But unfortunately, even when he was saying that we disrespected our parties, it was in everyone. But Mr. Speaker, the fact here is they have not only disrespected their party, they have humiliated their party, they have embarrassed their party, and they have disgraced their party. This document as presented by Minister, because he was clear. He said it was a document brought here in consensus with the APC and SFP. If you are not hypocritical, why do you have issue with it? Why are you saying that you don't want a charter nomination committee? Why is it that other members of your side are saying that we should not have independence? You are already casting shadows on this very thing. So you are blaming us for being disrespectful. I want to say on this, you are not only disrespectful, you'll be disgraceful and be very much disrespectful. I was very careful. And one of the statements he made that I took note of is very hard to question. I don't even know to debate for. He said he didn't even know why are we debating for. He didn't know why we are. I can understand. Why do you think that lawmaking lies in the hands of the party? Don't you know Section 106? Can I read it for you? Section 106 of the Constitution is very clear. Let me read it. 106 I'm here. Sit down. It says, subject to the provisions of this constitution, Parliament, Mr. Speaker, not parties. Parliament shall be the supreme legislative authority for trial. So what executive party individual proposes the power to make laws lies on us accepted. That's so I now understand why he said he didn't even know why we are here. But I now know that he now know why we are here. We are here to make the law. Mr. Speaker, you know, the
so now then church here and let's stop out.
Mr. Speaker, for the record, Mr. Speaker, he also said that Kenya select to appoint the Chief Electoral Commissioner just solely the president. Mr. Speaker, those that are part of the tripartite arrangement, they know that the source document of this proposal that we are trying to emulate, Kenya, that's the model. Kenya has the staff and protection committee. Uganda has it, Namibia has it, almost most of the African countries have that law. Mr. Speaker, it is clear. If you want me to make reference, I can refer you to a specific section in the Kenya Act as to how the chart and nomination is properly informed in their extant law. But Mr. Speaker, members, the honorable member from Western area did ask a question: what has changed to the PR? A lot has changed, and I will not labor the time, I will not waste the time of colleagues, because my colleagues here have done justice to the subject matter. But Mr. Speaker, one thing I want to make clear: they cited about the lack of by-elections. When we use PR, we don't do by-elections. Our primary function as MPs is representation.
So why make you opposition?
Now I'm coming, allow me to come. It's representation. Mr. Speaker, anything that falls short of that is anti-democracy. Why is the MP failing to tell the people of this country that when the MP, when Gua died in Brahma, he was replaced by a member of parliament from another coalition where a member of parliament already exists. So there, as we speak, there is no member of parliament representing people in Brahma. Mr. Speaker, when our reverse speaker resigned to assume the office is now occupying, the member that is now representing him or that took after him is from the mainland and not from the island. The people of the island are now without a member of parliament. Mr. Speaker, in Doctor, when the honorable Dura, when we lost him, Mr. Speaker, he was replaced by a member of parliament in Mamolo. That area has now been left without a member of parliament, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, what I found to be very disingenuous is when we try to quantify the value of representation. We are talking about 2 million, Mr. Speaker. Do you know how much MP spent on their constituency? Do you know how much? Some of you are building schools. Some of you are building a lot of infrastructure. If you quantify the worth of them, they rank even far more than the cost of fight Africa by elections. Do you know how many people are losing by just not conducting by elections? From the first time it broke, it has just representation at every level. It doesn't matter the political party, whether the president is independent, whether it's the SFPP, whether it's the APC, what is assured, everyone, every constituency is provided with an adequate representation. It doesn't matter the political party. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me quickly also respond. So I was going to say landed colleague, but I'm not landed. But I ever wanted to be a lawyer. I still envy a lot of lawyers, but not of this caliber, Mr. Speaker. Especially so when he blatantly butchered the Constitution, the government body life. Those of you who are law-minded, I'm sure you are just shocked that a lawyer of over 24 years standing can come to this world, and even when it is in black and white, he interprets it in his own way. Mr. Speaker, let me read it. Section 108, Mr. Speaker, of the Constitution. Let me refer you to the side note. The side note is talking about alteration of this Constitution. So anytime you want to alter the Constitution, the only provision that applies is Section 108. And if I should refer you to the long title of the bill before us, it appropriately satisfies the side note as so stated by me. And the long title says, being an act to amend the Constitution of Sierra Leone, amend, we all know amend, same as alteration, amend the Constitution of Sierra Leone. So we are here to amend, we are here to alter provisions or sections of the Constitution. And so therefore, the only provision here that are available is Section 108 as clearly stated here. But let me refer to Section 108(2)(b) of that clause. It's clear. It says the bill is supported on the second and third readings by the vote of I'll come to tell you about the off. I'm happy that you have another speaker. And I have his ruling here when he distinguished the two rulings between off and in the two prepositions. Mr. Speaker, he said by the vote of not less than 2/3 of the members of parliament. And when you want to read this, Mr. Speaker, you should take this in tandem with SO 44.3, which I also want to read. Mr. Speaker, SO 44.3 says a bill for an act of parliament to alter provision of the constitution shall pursuant to paragraph B, the one I just said, of subsection 2 of the entrenched section 108, which talks about alteration of the constitution, required to be supported on the second and third reading by the vote of not less than 2/3 of all members of parliament. Mr. Speaker, let me read these provisions in tandem with section 91(1) of the 1991 Constitution. Mr. Speaker, section 91(1) says, and I quote, Mr. Speaker, it says, except as otherwise provided in this Constitution, and I'm sure I've created the exception. For constitution of Constitution, that provision has been adequately provided as to how the 2/3 is determined. So in an event, that provision is not provided for the Constitution, and that's why the Speaker, when he wants to determine votes that does not fall under that provision, he determines that by either collection of voices or by members present and voting, as so applied when he instructed or tried section 1377 of the 1991 Constitution. When he was Mr. Speaker, remember, how is this majority determined? When you go to the question of provision 36, which I also want to read, Mr. Speaker, section 36 of the Constitution says, in determining the appropriate majority of members of parliament, account shall only be taken of the persons actually and validly existing as members of parliament at relevant time. Here, the members of parliament are actually validly existing in this parliament at this time, Mr. Speaker, is 149. And as we speak here, Mr. Speaker, the FPP is supposed to be 81. For the records, only 80 MPs are here. For the Komon-Tok, they are supposed to be 14. Only 12 are here and 2 are absent. So even when you say, assuming everything is equal, they could not get more than 92 or whatsoever. If they could not, there is no way. So the provision of 100 or even 99, the bench is not here. The bench is in China. And there are 2 Komon-Tok there who are also absent. That's just for the records. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, no. Mr. Speaker, safety is very rough. Even if you put all the Komon-Tok that are affected, and the 80 that are affected, 12+8 is 92. Assuming without protect, I know one of our brothers, maybe something might be tempted to come home. So assuming that my member, who is a member, who is saying is a member of the self-order observer, vote to you, you only get 93 votes. So therefore, the affirmative vote as stipulated in section 108 of the Constitution cannot be attained in this particular. But Mr. Speaker, let me speak to a few other provisions. Again, Mr. Speaker, members, I think when we look at the various positions that we have received, sometimes I always like to think political. People does not mean I'm not nationalistic. You all know that when I debate nationalism using a national lens. But sometimes, Mr. Speaker, always. There's nothing when it's not broken, why fix it? Already, the extra government provision for first past the post, and it's very clear. So it only depends as to when circumstance arises, then you invoke particular provision that is applicable. But attempting to entrench a sole source or sole means of electing MP, Mr. Speaker, imagine we are a nation that is prone to a lot of challenges that are beyond our control. We never knew we were going to war. We never knew we could be caught with Ebola, but we are caught with those factors. Any other thing can happen, Mr. Speaker. Does that mean that each time there is a war, we must come and amend the constitution, object to thoughts, and then we do a referendum? When imagine we are not trained, I do know that never again we will ever go to war. We don't pray for that. But again, what if that happens? You can't go to the provinces and do a referendum. So even the MPs come back here, they are still tied without the powers to fully amend and send the amendment to the president for access without sending it to the people for referendum. So that is making it something just impossible or something very much challenging. Mr. Speaker, members, on the 55% again, we want to see a president that gets the total legitimacy, whose legitimacy is not shaking, whose authority is so firm and strong. Mr. Speaker, like as slightly put by my colleague here, Adonable from Gambia, minus 50 minus 1 is 49. So I'm so excited, and I was 1 vote, 50 minus 22 and about 1 vote. It's just like 49%. 0.1, so whatever was 1 vote. Imagine, look at the math. 50 plus 1 vote, and then 49 plus 9999. Mr. Speaker, that is telling you, Mr. Speaker, imagine if you have an opposition of short nature. That is the question the authority of the president. That is why the drafters of the 9,000 votes, we are so firm, we are so clear, because they wanted to make sure that we have a president that commands the legitimacy of the nation. Whatever you may say, let us authority to pronounce election. His Excellency was pronounced and he was declared to have won the election by 56%. That is an absolute majority. We know he commands control of the nation, and that is what we want to see. But imagine if he just gets 50 plus 1 vote. That's the big president. And so therefore, Mr. Speaker, I do not see this as litigious. More so when the other members from the other side started disagreeing on issues we have already purported to have agreed on to. We have agreed that all of us must come here to support independence. We have talked about the Charter Nomination Committee. When they came, they said no. So what is good for the goose is good for the gander. So to me, if we again say we are against this provision, what is bad? That's why I said, while our colleague was saying that we are disrespecting our party, he was busy relating, embarrassing and disgracing his own party. So that's not Mr. Speaker. Let me just conclude that if violence was the basis for using PR, Mr. Speaker, facts and realities are proven that we recorded more violence during the PR system than first party. It is evident. I was in Rome when the only member from Mongere was supposed to join us at PAC. He was on there because he had over 10 or 15 of his constituents whose houses we are born and who we are admitted and hospital just to actual level election. And yet you come here and pretend as if with the PR there is no violence. What are we saying? Mr. Speaker of members, if the reason for using PR is to protect women, the minister proposed many systems. Most of the countries he mentioned, they use mixed PR system. In a sense, 70% goes on quantitative-based system, and 30% or maybe 100% they determine it goes on proportional representation, so that they can protect special interests. Now we have a law, which is the GB Act, which mandates the state to protect 30% of our seats for women. We are amenable, and that we don't have a choice because we have passed it. We still hold on to that. Our properly seated in our constitution that we respect that clause, and any form, it must be respected. So it does not mean that we have to use PR before we could implement it. So last thing, Mr. Speaker, we also say it is indeed for women. Let's look at the case of Ella from Kenya. Yes. She died. A woman. May our soul rest in perfect peace. Imagine if PR was supposed to be PR. If her seat was the safe seat for women, a woman would have come back to this house. But no, Mr. Speaker, she was replaced by my lecturer, Honorable Madam. Amen, Mr. Speaker. So what are we talking about? So the prophecy is too much, Mr. Speaker. But Mr. Speaker, what I'm comfortable by, Mr. Speaker, before I think, I just want to make reference to your ruling. You know, we are pleased that we have a very, very, informative, knowledgeable speaker, and he cares about his future. The reason why you can call us, even as directors of Facebook, to go there because we trust in you. And the people of this nation trust in you, they expect, because we are not passing this law for APC. No, we are passing this for the people of this country. We can always disagree to agree. We can sit and find means that works for us better. But Mr. Speaker, as stated by your ruling, and I can take that in tandem with Speaker Abbas ruling on the 3rd of July 2022 when we passed the PPRC Act here, when we are about to amend the point, it was very clear. It made the clarity that when it comes to the determination of votes for constitutional amendment, 91-1 is for members of president, that those that do not fall under section 1 way, and it is clearly stated there. And you rule, you are perfect to rule that, because it's not an exam. You know, your grammar is so good, so don't mind me. You said 2/3 of the number of members of parliament enacted. Okay, let me just say something. You know where I'm coming. Okay, a careful consideration of two separate provisions of the Constitution have leave no doubt in my mind what the drafters of the Constitution actually meant about 2/3 provided for in section 1377 when they talk about members in parliament. You are very persuasive. Even the former speaker then, SBB, he said he was right. He said in parliament. So Mr. Speaker, whoever taught you English, that person was the kudos to him. That intervention was appropriate because it was correct in parliament. But yet he said, when the drafters concede 2/3 of the members of parliament elected for the life of a particular parliament, the drafters deployed the quantifying use of the preposition of subsection 3 and 13 of section 29 of the Constitution. We all know that section 29 of the State of Majesty has the same bearing with when you want to alter the Constitution. It talks about 2/3 of the members of parliament. Unlike how we interpreted section 1377, which was saying 2/3 of members in parliament. With that, Mr. Speaker, I am of the conviction that we pass a law that stands the test of time. And we have, when you look at section 171, it's clear. None of us want to commit treason here. None of us. Because we have a future to protect. You are the youngest speaker to have ever assumed this office, Mr. Speaker. And so therefore, you could be president tomorrow. We want to remember you. We want to remember you for the good things you did. Nothing will change if you do the right thing. Nothing will change, but everything will change if you choose to do the bad thing. On that note, Mr. Speaker, I want to submit
Honorable Aaron Komon-Tok.
are a clergy. Imagine you go for Shiloh almost every blessed month.
When it is time to make rulings on certain provisions of the Constitution, you will see clearly.
Definitely.
You will see my train of thought.
Oh yes.
That's why I've not been saying anything. I have a clear mind on all of those provisions.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Honorable MLC, Lamina.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, arise on Section 98 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone to box on the document Constitution of Sierra Leone Amendment Act of 2025. Mr. Speaker, many people today refer to it as obsolete. Many people refer to it as merry-go-round, outdated. Where do we go? Participating in today's celebration reminds me of 35 years ago when this parents' document was enacted by this honorable house. I recall I was transitioning as a mind boy from the primary school to the secondary. Today, here am I. What a privilege, what an opportunity to have a say on this field. I wholly believe that whatever I debate here today, it is a view of the people of Komon. When the Attorney General made his first reading of this bill, I held a town hall meeting in which people of all walks, they had their say, and I had a repertoire and compiled their say to be debated here today. Mr. Speaker, all members, it is important for us to know that this is a bill which will move Sierra Leone to a progressive pattern, or retrogress Sierra Leone, a bill that will make us to be at par with our sister countries within ECOWAS. I happen to be a member of the Sierra Leone delegation at ECOWAS. I've seen laws. I got the privilege of seeing laws within ECOWAS. And I believe if honorable members from both aisles will contribute to debate and pass this bill into law, definitely we will be at par. Acknowledging the Sierra Leone People's Party for making good and open laws in line with Section 73, subsection 3, that Parliament can make law for the peace, for the security, and of good governance. And that is just what we are about to do. Many things have been said, but I will tell you, I'm a little, if below the belt, from what I heard, from other members, from the other side. Such dictions were not parliamentary. In any case, I attended a very good school. Aaron, where's Aaron? Myself and Aaron attended a very good school. And in the second standard of our school, it is saying producing men of character, citizens of true words. And that is what I expect from members on the other side. As I sit and look around, it reminds me of my school from the third standard that all boys, I can see all boys here. Some were having the opportunity to give their say in those days of this constitution. All boys gathered around on 10 out of Bion days. How they lost and won. Now the baton has reached us. I've been privileged for me to see the baton. We only have 2 provinces. So it actually disturbs me when I don't remember castigating other members that are being rejected. We all know my brother is not here, so I will refuse to talk against him. Brother Aaron, Mr. Speaker, I remember Section 97B makes me to know that I am a member of Parliament for the entire Sierra Leone, representing the entire Sierra Leone, not only my district. And that is the beauty of what Section 97 gives me. Lessons we have learned. We have learned many lessons from the death of Sister Honorable Ella That is why during community state, you get a privilege to school the PR. It will fit your district and the nation as a whole. Mr. Speaker, Nelson Mandela did say at the time, just after his release, a forced anti-apartheid president. Because the rancor that I've noticed, even among us, in writing this sacred document, is surprising. Surprising because I should and I must remind us of Nelson Mandela's quote. He did say, no man is born hating one another because of political belief, because of religion or tribe. He did say people must hate. If they hate, they can be taught out of love. For love comes more naturally than its opposite. Yes, we have a tax into which Sarah Fado Emerson, an American essayist and politician, will speak that nothing great will just come by without enthusiasm with God and with you. Definitely, this bill will see the light of day. Mr. Speaker, remember, the SFPP is known to actually enact progressive laws. We are all in this country when Dr. Shekasili butchered the Local Government Act in 1972. Killed it. Said no longer you resurrect. Blessed Ahmed Jankaba, former president, did say 2004. Let us come again because of the experience we have seen during the almost 11 years interregnum. The war was so horrendous. Many lessons we learned. That is why we want to give a say that will serve the test of time. We are known to make good laws. I've read a book coming this morning, What Life Has Taught Me, very interesting. In one of its pages, it is saying there is no way the APC can defeat the SFPP in any public election or referendum. Safe through number one, propaganda. Safe through rigging. Oh yes, that is just what. That is just what through construction of the Koshakashini. Safe through propaganda, rigging and intimidation. And here the not people are struggling. I will tell you, what is the issue of Section 76? I will tell you. Section 76 came as a result of a law. We have known parties in this country that will ambush individuals. They will make law against individuals, not for the system that will stand the test of time. It was made against John Akka, the man that actually composed the rhythm and songs of our national song, which is the national anthem. Very popular man for Roti Fukwamba. And of course, one day the man's father, what did he say? Because he opposed the enactment of the 1978 Constitution. Because he actually opposed Shalom becoming a republic. They fell out with his political master. And therefore, the man was so popular, wanted to come to parliament. And they now coined a law. Let us do this law to say, whosoever has a foreign parent, not born Israel, you cannot. Can you imagine targeting an individual? We are making law that will stand the test of time. We are not making law today that will target individuals. No way. We should make law that will serve a test of time. People from all ages, people from all centuries should have the opportunity to enjoy this law, not targeting an individual. Because you are born to a non-Saharian parent that said you cannot come into a sacred house frustrated. They frustrated the man. That was how Section 76. So Section 1 actually came into our law books. At the time, a man from Komon-Tok Street was about to make a comeback to the APC. It was put before him the 5-year clause. That this 5-year clause, you should survive making law for an individual. No! Such laws will be groundless. Such laws will be baseless. Such laws will never stand the test of time. Mr. Speaker, I don't remember a step-by-step analysis of this bill. We will see a step-by-step bill for this should be seen. Mr. Speaker, I will analyze it. This bill under review actually got its answer that I'm presenting here today from the town hall meeting, from the people of Komon-Tok Street, from Fatima Hall. They did say in section 32, 33 of this constitution, why do you want to bring dragon into a political system? Some organizations are not statutory. in this bill. Oh yes, I should tell you, some organizations, they are not statutory. Youth can draw its membership to represent from the Youth Commission Act, which was elected. What about the women? When one goes to Togo today, you see a bill, you see a whole ministry called Women and Grassroots. God will lead. A whole ministry is called Women and Grassroots. It's a whole ministry. So you can draw a woman from among for representation. But we are actually recommending people in which a conundrum will be thrown who represent interreligious, very peaceful people. A Muslim will say, no, who should represent this time? A Christian will say, no, why? How about the Baha'i worshippers? What about the Rastafarian? How about those that believe in Sasa? They also say we are religious. Why do you want to deprive us? You are throwing fire into the whole game. Because there are people in this country who believe in Sasa. And yet, they are not part of the interreligious. You have to name one. There are people who are Rastafarians. Yes, they don't subscribe to interreligious. You are bringing confusion among them. And therefore, the people of Komon-Tok, that is their stand. They are saying Section 32 should stay.
Yes, that's all say, that's all say.
Section 32 should stay.
That's all say.
Because it will contradict Section 61, which gives His Excellency the President to create offices, to appoint, to hire, and to fire. Why do you want to handcuff the President, His Excellency? Why do you want to hold his feet to the fire? Tomorrow, who knows? You can't become the president. You want the power to be seized? No way. So that is why that's a pronoun. Section 40 is describing presidency, fountain of honor, symbol of unity, commander-in-chief. That's the man. Give him the leverage. Give him the leverage. I spent some time to read the Justice Cowan Commission report. I also spent some time, don't need to actually the rules. True. The Peter Tucker report. I'll tell this out. With the approval, we have the power. We can easily, there was a TRC document that recommended for women. It cannot be 2002 what was declared to have ended. The TRC document was actually drafted. It recommended for women to have 30%. Takaba tried, but it always stopped at recommendation. He did not even see the face of cabinet. No way. But the recommendation was good by him. We got another president, Dr. Ananda Komon. He also came. I will vividly tell you, as a follower in 2010, he already apologized to the women of Koyamba on an International Women's Day. So all women, you went through horrendous treatment. I feel for you how you are treated. You make promises to the women that yes, you can get it. No way. He did not see the light of day. Here is a male champion. Clap for his excellency. When they asked why mother of the house approached him, he did say, you want 30%? Go for it. Political will. No hypocrisy. Political will. No hypocrisy. He actually maintained his political will. How did he come? Many of our men folks who were here in the fifth parliament, I cannot particularly call you to be hypocrites, but they did not want it at all. For your information, that particular bill took a whole year in the shelf. I will tell you, I was there as a leader of the party. He took a whole year on the shelf because they were targeting certain seats. Should not be contested. The original bill that came, that certain seats should not be contested by men. The men became aggravated, agitated, apprehensive. Why? Must we forgo our seats? He took the wisdom of the leaders of the fifth parliament. Then, I recall Honorable Chano Malalan, Ba, Cherikoto, I recall Kadayom Kala, I can recall Matthew Sanuma. Oh yes, I can recall also my very self, Amun, in the class, we sat. How could we come to the 3:1 ratio? That was how today, that has promoted how today our women have been promoted to a 30.4%. Clap for you, you the women, clap for yourself. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we've come a long way to maintain the 30.4%. At ECOWAS, I also tell you, after we've gone, at ECOWAS, Sierra Leone is second as far as female representation is concerned in the legislative arm. Senegal is only 44%, now Senegal is 42.2%. Sierra Leone, we are 30.4%. Coming after us is Benin Republic. Benin Republic is 27%. So you see how far we've gone? It only takes a leader with a golden heart. A leader that no one to see women vote are left behind. I will tell you as a local consultant, some 2 decades ago for 50-50 group in Komon-Tok Street. Which gave me the privilege of meander, the length and breadth of Komon-Tok Street. I became educated very young. I will tell you that. 20 years ago, I will tell you that we came to the conclusion of our research that when women are in position of trust, corruption is minimized. When women are in position of trust, they won't care for welfareism and child issues. That's the benefit. So you can know, no way will you allow you to frustrate the gains Sierra Leone has made so far. Many countries they look for us. How did we reach? Why? Because of your reborn political belief. You want to frustrate the gains we have made. Progressive laws, gains. We abolish the death penalty so that your fears can be allayed. Even if you commit coup, you will not be killed. No one will be killed if you kill today. We repeal the draconic 1965 seditious law. It is no longer here. Progressive law. Here are we. Our anti-corruption act has a prosecutorial right today in the world. Progressive law. And this is the line we are going in making progressive law. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, about 130 countries in this globe are practicing PR system. Even Spain, that has just won the World Cup, they are practicing PR system. Does it concern you? As a member, everyone will tell you, myself and him used to be in the EU Parliament. Most times we become embarrassed in the world when countries present their credential of the PR system. In Europe, Nordic countries today are practicing PR, and you see a progress and a peace because our women folks are actually respected. I have a study statistics I should read here. Look at the statistics. It will challenge you. Have it here. Look at Nordic countries. About the PR, as again the first part they go. In Iceland, women are leading with 89.2%. In New Zealand, women are leading with 83.2%. In Finland, women are leading with 86.2%. In Rwanda today, women are leading with 61%. Not for world governance, not believe. In South Africa, the women are leading with at least 42% representation. In Namibia, women are leading with 80.4%. Yes, in Senegal, 42.2%. Sierra Leone, what are we doing? Why do you hate our women folk? Why do you hate our women folk? And I will appeal to my counterparts on this side that we are going to make resolution by saying no. Support me by saying no to any act of violence. We say no. To any act of wasted of vote, we say no. To any act of tension everywhere by election, we say no. To any act of male chauvinism, we say no. All of these things is what the PR is discouraging. I remember we spent at least 2 billion only just for a by-election. You can imagine. Besides the tension, the fight, the whole country, security apparatus, the whole country, the security architecture, we concentrate in one district for a single by-election. Wasting the whole time, tension upon tension. We have a quiet, seamless transition. One MP leading, another MP coming. That is it. We have learned lessons from Nordic country. Mr. Speaker, all members, the richness of this bill is so rich. Many years ago, as Section 46, plus 46, 33, in considering the loss of DPC. Gone are the days when the political party would concoct lies and sit in their small cocoon against a vice president of this country. No way again. Gone are the days when a 9-man committee will sit and concoct lies that will never be seen. And the whole vice president, who ran on the same ticket as a president to win an election overnight, you have lost your position as a vice president because you are partyless, you are groundless, you no longer have a party. Mr. Speaker, read the internet. It happened in South Sudan between Riek Machar and Salva Kiir. A vice president was sacked. 3,000 precious souls were killed. It resulted to tribalism. That is how the past administration would have landed this country. Now the people of Komon-Tok being a majority, little, but because they are so peaceful, very peaceful, they had their peace. Let us try the Supreme Court. That is why this country has an assignment for that particular wrong ruling to be expunged out of our books, so that it will not be a precedent for this nation. South Sudan, negative history. 3,000 Salva Kiir sacking, Riek Machar sacking, Salva Kiir is vice president. 3,000 were killed for sacking of a vice president. And this law is so progressive. It's not working to us that it will no longer happen. MPs, Section 51 will have the advantage. And even among the MPs, 2/3 will have the advantage to pass a vote of no confidence. They will no longer have confidence in you. You cannot be our honorable vice president. Your office is so sacred. Reason A, B, C, and D. Lies will no longer hold. And even their own very constitution, I remember vividly in 1995, APC constitution, subsection 8, it is saying that it should be a rule for an appeal. What do they do? Say, you have COVID. You can no longer go out. SO2. Now, how? Then you have to see. How? You can imagine, Mr. Speaker, this law 6 to discourage dangerous law. This law 6. I gave you all the time. I gave you all the time.
This constitution does not have sections but articles. If you have to refer to it, it's not numbered by section, another article. It's going to proceed.
I actually expected my MP to have at least know the fundamentals of semantics. Oh, alas, I'm reading below the bell. Articles can take place. Article can take a place. Article can take a place of section. Oh, alas. It's troubling. But no, don't be sorry. After I tell you, very good school. But okay, my school. But next time, study semantics well. Mr. Speaker, that's good. It's not affirming what they did. That was how this country would have been plunged into war. Mr. Speaker, this law, this bill, is actually seeking that no way it cannot happen. Mr. Speaker, we are now to speak on section 76 of the Constitution that this bill addresses in clause 14. What does it say? The aspirants to be given the fiat to become members of parliament. Mr. Speaker, we've been very unfair. Never will Scalonians here or have denied the remittances. In 2022, 18% of our GDP actually came from the diaspora. Can you imagine that number? It's not small. Why do you want to deprive them from participating from our political end? Mr. Speaker, I was privileged to work as a volunteer in the Southern Council in London. A Scalonian called Colombo Blanco was the mayor. You can imagine if they would have deprived him. A Scalonian became a mayor in London, Southern Council. Mr. Speaker, Schwarzenegger was a citizen originally from Czechoslovakia. He was a governor from California.
3 more minutes. 3 more minutes.
Oh my God. That is it. Why do you want to discourage Schwarzenegger as an example, California governor? Why you want to discourage our good MP? I will only recommend a little caveat. Try to be loyal. Their loyalty will not be shocking. But give them a chance. They should participate. Diaspora. You want their money, but you don't want their political participation. No way. We are going to support the bill that will give diaspora so that they will bring their expertise, the knowledge they have gathered in overseas to be there. That is what we will do. They didn't seek to do that. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the bill also seeks to repeal clause 42 that will give simple majority and the member of ECOWAS. I've said it earlier. There is no country, let me just give you a standing statistics, Mr. Speaker. In Nigeria, they are looking for 50 plus 1 for you to become a president. Guinea, 50% they are a president. Ghana, 50% or more they are a president. Nigeria, the highest number of votes plus 25% of votes, 2/3 of the state they are a president. Mr. Speaker, it's a shame for me to tell you that I be so moribund, so old, so obsolete, so unusual. You know, 55% for you to make a presidency. So, as a member of ECOWAS, I can tell you with all alacrity, there is no country within ECOWAS that still no country that still practices the 55% for you to make a presidency. No way. And therefore, it will be the wisdom of this world for us to actually practice the 50% that can make a presidency. That's the law we are about to make. A law that will stand the test of time. I want to be in the good books for my generation yet unborn. That yes, I participated into a bill. The Constitution of Sierra Leone Amendment Act 2025 that we should change by the time we come to committee state, that we should change to section 26 to 2026 and act that we actually will We are wasting unnecessary time. There is an existing law. I should bring it to this house. The Public Election Act, Section 58 is clear. It has not yet been repealed. It has not yet been expunged. It is valid to stand the test of time for all elections of MP. To stand the test of time for all elections of councillor. But for the neatness of procedure and for all of us to be on the same page, this is a bill giving a privilege to young men and young women who throw providence, having the opportunity to speak about this bill. If they get it by job, Mr. Speaker, I will love. I love members of the opposition. I also love permanent members of parliament. And I love members of the governing bench that we are about to make a law that will make our president's access to be valued within West Africa and beyond. I thank you very, very much.
Honorable Marama Bangura. After Honorable Marama Bangura, Honorable Veronica Kadisi.
So it's a level.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, today we are debating a very important document. A document that shows the design how we run our country before further amendments. Mr. Speaker, for the edification of the gallery, let me clearly go again and read section 108 of our Constitution. If you read, Mr. Speaker, 108 reads, alteration of this Constitution. Mr. Speaker, may be misguided here by a learned colleague here, a learned man, trying to alterate what says clearly in this Constitution. Mr. Speaker, we are debating our conscience today. We owe our people a clear Constitution. The future of this nation lies in this document. Let me go straight to the bill. Mr. Speaker, the formation of the statutory committee is only giving further reasoning for negotiation. It's a modification of the negotiation here because at the end of the day, the principal nominator here is the president. But it gives a direction, a clear path, where the president is mandatory to really seek the attention of other members of this nation. They cannot just say, I call somebody and say, I have already negotiated. I have asked. This time is forced to negotiate in a proper way. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as we go, you will see the deliberate way of twisting this Constitution from the drafters. If you go, can I have the mic, please? Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as I go again, I will say it is deliberate in this bill. If you go to section or clause, let me say clause 2 of this bill, you will see how they specify the members of all the institutions that are aligned here in section 32. They are all specified. What I'm saying here. Now it reads, they said, one person from the interreligious community, one legal practitioner. That's vague. But when you come in the nomination of the PPRC chairman, you will see them say a chief electoral commissioner, a legal practitioner nominated by the Sierra Leone Bar Association. You cannot shy away from asking the consent of the people. The mandate of the people is priceless. It's not commensurate to what you are saying that you don't want a PR. You want a PR system because you don't want to spend more money in electing members of parliament. How can you compare that? Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I don't see any nexus with the GUE bill and the PR system. The bill has already protected the 30% of women's representation in parliament. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let us say A and B differently. We cannot say A and B together. They are different items. Let me go straight to the GUE bill. Mr. Speaker, the GUE bill has already given women mandates, of which all members, both members of the I consented to for the 30%. Don't blackmail us to our people that we are not ready for the 30% for women. What we are against is the PR system, the method of attaining the 30%, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Mr. Speaker, we believe the first past the post as a party. Let me take you to how we nominate our leaders in the Western region, where I belong. Mr. Speaker, I didn't pin the first past the post. We will have had 5 MPs here from Western region who are all women. Women won their primaries, but they are not here because of the list system, the PR system. Constituency 118, Constituency 117 was all won by women. Was because of the PR, they are not here. If it had been a first past the post, they would have been here. So please, the GUE bill is different from the PR system. Like I said, the consultation is what we are asking for. That's why we want a modernized consultation. That's why we recommended the search and nomination committee. But what we want to say here, it should not be fake. If we are saying a legal practitioner, we have the Bar Association. If we are saying a women's group, we have recognized women's association here that we rely on. If we are saying a civil service society, we don't want to see man who will just say, okay, today I don't want to be any member of SLP again, I want to take the civil society, and you bring him for us to the search committee. No, we have the new. And because we have the new, all other recognized organizations, let us be clear and give the people what they want. Mr. Speaker, honorable member. Mr. Speaker, I go to clause 7.1, that's the amendment of section 42. There is no better way of national cohesion other than the 55%. Mr. Speaker, we've seen no one political party have won without marrying another political party from another region. We are here, we've seen the marriage of the APC and the PMBC. We've seen the marriage between the SLPP and the NGC. We want to see a national country, a national government, and not just a national government of one people. Because we've been polarized. It's only by design we are intertwined. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let us be clear to our conscience. As the minister already said, this is a bill, a constitution that he believes is a surviving constitution, and now he's naming it a prosperity constitution. Mr. Speaker, in my view, I will say this is the constitution of our conscience. Let us not debate this constitution with a double standard. We need to be clear and give the people what they want. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let us not be a stalemate with our conscience. Let us move on. You cannot compare the price. Let me see what I'm trying to say here. The human rights is priceless. People want to nominate, they want to choose their leaders. They want people to go to when they are in need. Mr. Speaker, we are the people's government. We are used to it. We are very close to our people. We don't want to be in a district block. We want to say, I want my chairlady in the market. When you want somebody to talk to, can come to me straight. Not by saying, oh, there are only 6 members of parliament, 9 members of parliament in this district. Who are you going to? Mr. Speaker, let us choose. If we are saying we are a democratic state, it should be a government for the people, by the people, and for the people. It should not be just few people. If we are saying for the people, all other position papers have clearly stated that they want the first past the post. What better judgment can you give the people? Just give them what they want. Mr. Speaker, we've not criticized all what is in this bill. We are only trying to say the consultation should be in a better position this time. This is still consultation. The Search and Nomination Committee is still a consultation, but this gives a broader-based consultation. And secondly, other things here, you are saying we are against people with the 2 Cs. No. But remember, we have the Citizenship Act. And now I think the newly amended Citizenship Act gives mandates to women to give citizenship to their husbands. So if that is true, if you are saying a naturalized Sierra Leonean can be a member of parliament, president, minister, so are you telling us that the wife of the chief minister will be our new mayor? Ironical. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we are discussing a very important document. Don't play with our minds. Give us what we want. We are the All People's Congress. Because we are the All People's Congress, we believe we are for the people. So we believe in the first past the post. We are not against the guild. We embrace it, we welcome it. That's why we are. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me tell you, I'm not a beneficiary of the Giving Act. I'm not. Yes, my leaders are here. I am a woman. I won my seat. I am coming here. I'm not disrespecting other women, but not doing it correctly. If we are protecting women, don't give us tough time. Remember, in this PR system, you have to win your seat first, the vote of your constituents, and now you come and face the leadership. It's double hustle. It's not easy. And for us in the Western area, this is a very competitive state, competitive city. We are women and are everywhere, so it's tough for placement. And where we will just see somebody that will just come overnight and say, oh, this government or SFP have just won 9 seats, 8 seats, just like that. It's difficult. You have to fight again afresh for placement. So please, if you are helping us, give us safe seats and give us first past the post. That's what we are used to, and that's what our people want. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to say thanks to the Almighty God for making me part of this historic day today. And I want to say thank you to His Excellency for appointing the advisor who is fair, who is, I don't know how to class this man, this young man. Let me bring it in plain name. Meaning, you can see him small, but he's very, very grounded. I want to say thank you. Thank you, the AG. Thank you for bringing this document. It's timely, and I'm happy. Somebody was saying a cookie seller. That is how passionate SFPP is, to empower women from grass to grace. As stated by him, a cookie seller, as stated by him, because I know I was not a cookie seller. So, to just allege here, and just to prove him right or wrong, this is a cookie seller standing here 4 consecutive terms in this parliament, the longest serving female MP in this House of Parliament, and I'm representing the West, the West Africa, that is the ECOWAS Parliament, and I've met the president of the ECOWAS Parliament for women. And I've represented Sierra Leone in the Commonwealth. Meaning, you can come from down there, you learn, then you are empowered. And that is what SFPP does. have to end this talk. I have to end this talk today. 38-9, the proportional representation. I am a living testament. I have been part of it. The honorable from Komon-Tok was saying, Gambia, he was doubting. He doesn't even know. I came under the proportional representation. After the demise of 2 honorable members, I entered. You knew it, but you failed. You refused to say it. So, I am one of the best beneficiaries in this parliament. To have attained up to this time in a male-dominated parliament and a male-dominated constituency. So I'm talking about the PR system, the cost effective. I endorse it, and I can attest that with the PR system, that is the only way women can achieve 30%. Honorable members, when I came during the PR system in 2005, the PR system, by then they were choosing women from different districts to represent the district block. By then, we lost 2 honorable members. During the proportional, during the first past the post, I think the women were just 12%, from 12%, 10%. But with the involvement of the PR system, we are now boasting of 28% with the presence of the primary. Anyway, my sisters, I don't want to blame them because they were not here. They don't know the route we took to let them be here today. Now they are saying, GWP did not bring them. GWP bring them, the GWP there. And this is what His Excellency is doing. And I want to say a special thank you to His Excellency for the passion he has shown for women, for the love he has for women. I don't know what somebody can do again as a head of state. He has said, let us factor this in the law book. Because this book, there are laws that are updated. We just want to amend. We just want to make it, to fine-tune it, so that we can find ways, so that women, their voices can be heard. And this is what His Excellency is doing. And always the President says, and I want to quote him, thereby are they not good for themselves. They are not good for themselves. That's all true. Let alone for the people. If you today, you are frowning at the 30% or the PR system that has added our dates and that our numbers, then you are refusing. I wonder where Marcella somebody's. I wonder where the 50-50 are. I wonder where what the winners? The winners forum. I was expecting them with placards here. They are sitting there, they are listening. We are expecting that they will have been here to give us a tap on the back so that we have more women. But they are not here. Yet they will be seated here, they say, one more woman. How can we do it? You should have been seated here to give us tap on the back. But they are not here. Anyway, all I know is the PR system is cost effective. I have my justification, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, with your leave. You know, for decades, women have been left behind. We are always seen very ashobis, dancing behind our candidates. But now, women's voices are being heard. You go to parliament, you go to the ministries, you go to other areas, you hear women, you see women with substance. And this particular PR system that we are talking about, the objective should be produce a parliament that mirrors the political diversity of Sierra Leonean women. But every vote contributes representation. Every vote, everybody will see their votes in the PR system. In the PR system, every citizen sees his or her own political preference reflected more fairly in Parliament. It strengthens legitimacy. It reduces feelings of exclusion. It broadens representation. Its representation broadens inclusion. The majority threshold strengthens democratic legitimacy. It encourages coalition building instead of zero. Most importantly, PR system shifts political competition from ethnic or regional strongholds. Now we cannot boast of anywhere again for stronghold because we have SNP has representatives in a parliamentarian in Tombolini. We have in Sunday Bombali, but we have all other areas, and of course Moyamba. You know, people are saying they don't know their MPs. Of course, we in Moyamba district, they know all of us, including the MPs honorable. We all work together as a team because it's district club. Each time we have programs, we call ourselves, look, this is our people. We have to make sure we do justice to them. We work together, we speak together. In as much as he is APC, we are SLP. So the fact that you people start to say we don't know our MPs, and we don't even know our dynamics in choosing the MPs, our own MPs, because you will start from the village, from the sections, you go to the chiefdom, you come to the district, you come to the region, to the before you go to the national. So how can you say you don't see you don't know your MPs? For us in Moyamba district, people know our MPs. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, you know, I hate hypocrisy to the highest degree. These people who went, this committee, who chose them? How were they choosing? You chose them, but you never trusted them. And now we are talking about disrespectful, dishonesty, or whatever. But you are dishonest to the highest degree. Because what you told us, what the people told us, the people that you sent, what they told us, who we are just expecting to come and explain to us and everything. After explaining to us, then of a sudden, you had your pocket pity at okay, then you just come and squash everything. Meaning, you don't trust them. That is disrespectful to the highest degree. If you wouldn't have trusted them, why did you appoint them? Why did you nominate them? So when they asked us, we said we are comfortable because we sent our people, trusted them. We were comfortable with the people that we sent because we respect them. Well, you see our members here, not seeing them here, meaning we can go out of track. I know you people, you want this PR system, but because you are shy, you are afraid, maybe for your symbols or whatever. That is why. But when we go to our parents like the women, when we meet, the first thing when I was the president of the female caucus, we advise ourselves that look, let us take parliament, let us take this caucus as a political party. What is the political party? That political party is women, should be women. So stand here today, when even we sang our song, you are supposed to stand and sing with us. It doesn't mean that you are supporting us. It is the anthem nationally for women. And we know it globally. And you knew it. Instead, you sat down, you are watching at us. But we know you are singing. I know you people, you are singing because you love that song. It's so meaningful. Women now are working to build a better world. For the love of peace can rest on every shore. Let us work together. Let's put party politics aside. Let us work for the benefit of this nation. Let us come together as women. We are representatives. They are not here to talk. We should talk for them. We should talk for them. We are representing them. Even when they are there. Even when my colleague said reseller, which means I'm representing the Kukri woman who is sitting there. Not the Kukri woman who is sitting there. If a Kukri seller can stand and represent Sierra Leone, why can't they come? And that is the good democracy about FCL. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, then this elephant in the room about 50.1 plus 1. I think that is fair enough. That is fair enough. The president has already been elected almost half, in fact more than half. Because that plus 1 is more than half. So why are we frowning at it? And you've answered. During your consultation, that is why we want to know the definition of consultation. It's a best fruitless endeavor. 6 months, they were there consulting civil society, religious leaders, consulting these people, consulting these people. And you sent these very people. And the legal advisor, that is Honorable Timbo, respect, he was there. He was among them. And now he's sitting here to denounce or to say, no, we don't agree. But where we are here, you should cancel your involvement in that particular meeting instead of continuing with the meeting. But you wasted time, you were there, you were discussing, and after answering, you came out now to say no. That's very disgraceful and very disrespectful. We are not good for ourselves. Let's alone the people of this country. Mr. Speaker, I'm addressing you, but if they are not good, I will say it. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. 50.1. I don't think that is a hard nut to grab. That's a hard it's only bad for people. But this is fair enough. And coming back to the independence, anyway, when we reach that, we should cross it. Talking about the 2C. Some people are there. It's not all, some are there not by their position. They are there to find greener pastures. So if they want to come back, we allow them, let them come and join us. The only problem I see there is to give them time. You should be here maybe 1 year, 2 years, but that should be considered during the third reading. So if we here, we work together. You see the importance, because we don't want you to bring Republicans or Democrats to politics. Come and have your local politics. So we will give you time to come. Then you come and mingle with your people so that they will know you better. So to say we don't want to approve them, we don't want to include them, no, it's not fair. We are not fair with them. Because we have children here. Tomorrow, they might want to be politicians. Then we have deprived them. And it is stated when you want to be a member of parliament, you come. That is what we are asking for. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, no constitutional amendment is more fundamental to democratic legitimacy than requiring the president to secure more than half of the valid votes cast nationally, together with this prescription. I believe we can work together. And the president that you might be, maybe, you might be, so this law that we are making is not for SFPP, it's not for APC, it's for the years to come. So let us try to make a good law. We amend, because some of the laws that are here are outdated. They are outdated. We can fine-tune it. The PR system that we are afraid of, we can also fine-tune it. There are so many areas that we can talk about on the PR system. We can even see zipper system for women, which is fair enough. 1 man, 1 woman. Or 2 women, 1 man, if you are afraid. But for me, the zipper system is more appropriate. We can do that. Then we have something like running mate. If there is a woman If the woman is given a ticket, the next person, the next list should be a woman. So if there is any accident, death, or anything, they will just take from that woman. I know that is why you are afraid. There are so many ways to make this PR system, but don't just kick it out outright. I'm talking about GWB. The GWB want to factor it in this bill, in the constitution, to make it a law, black and white. So any other government that comes up, it will not be easy to remove it or to amend it. Honorable members, my sisters, let us think out of the box. Let us think. We are all sisters. We are all in it together. We started it. We are talking. We can joke. We can. So if we are talking about women, we know you people you want it. Because I know the meetings that we are having. I know how we interact. I know when we go to these various workshops or what they tell us about women's representation. Why are you now sitting here to frown? Don't mind these men. I know they have women, they have sisters, they have aunties, and they have anything you can think is a woman. I don't want to name names. So don't look at them. Just focus on what we promise ourselves during our meetings about having one party, that is women party. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I have highlighted my factors why it is advantageous for the PR system, because I'm a living testimony, testament. I am here for 4 terms and a half, a woman, and the most senior in this parliament. That means how strong and hard I am. I have gone through the PRs, the first past the post twice. I went on the post. I have tested the PR system, so nobody can tell me anything again. I have to tell you the importance of the PR system. It's cost effective. No express, nobody SO2. No express. The money that they will use during that election, they can use it to build more schools in your constituency or your district. They can use that to build hospitals. They can use that to do another development. It should be a national cake instead of wasting it. Now, all what they have been doing, the Kawan report and other reports, all that is replaceable. And here we are today. And you heard from Honorable, they spend huge sum of money because you cannot just get people there, then you don't cater for them. All those money should have been kept in the coffer so that they can do more activities. If you know you are not going to be part of it, don't go there. That's why our president, the last time we went there after Kenya and Rwanda, because we went to Kenya and Rwanda to study. What they told us when we came there, he told us when we presented our resolution, he told us if you want it, go for it. And we went for it and we got it. Now we have not got it. Now the man is saying we want it to be factored in the constitution. Now we are frowning at it. My sisters, please stop. It's not good for the country. It's not good for the women. Now we are saying today, Hosanna. We are saying today, no, you are saying 55, we are saying Hosanna. We want to see more women. Some people, they are not here how we struggle to get that GWB. They don't know. That is why we are here. If you say you came by first past the post, but all we know was this PR system that brought you here. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I would just want to leave you with the second stanza of our national song. I will not sing it, I will just recite it. It says, women can't be silent to build a better world. People walk and hungry children cry. We have left this for you people, so we want you to understand what the second stanza meant. Women can't be silent all around the world. People hot and hungry children cry. We'll sing out loud for justice and development and hold the lives of all the people high. We are the people. How are we going to hold the people high? It's here. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, talking about that 3-2, because I want to say thank you to my legal luminary who has collaborated extensively, because for some of us, we are not lawyers, but in listening to him, I want to say kudos, because what we didn't know, he highlighted it to us. I know he learned from what he was saying. I want to say thank you to Honorable Gebao, because he highlighted that. I don't even want to dwell on that, because in this Tuesday, it can even open wounds again. How can you determine to send 3 women from the groups, women groups? We have so many women groups here. How can you determine? Religious leaders, they have to choose. This person has to choose. How can you determine? So it can create another wound. So that is why I am recommending, as what my colleague has said, let us go back to where we were and let's give the president the lead hand so that he can do the need. With that, Mr. Speaker, I want to say thank you, and I'm asking my colleagues to please join us to support the PR system. And of course, this independent, that one has been squashed. I cannot go there. It will not be possible because they will bring their dollars or pound sterling to come and contest. At the end of the day, if you don't get, then you go back. But we are here. Always I'll tell them, we are making here so. We are still here. We dine and wine together. If you don't have, you sit down. See at the other honorable contestants there. They are still here. They don't get, but they are still here. But if we are giving any independent candidate, he should have gone. Gone back to where he came from. So that is why we don't want the independent. That one has been squashed, and I want to join my colleagues in support of squashing it and just expunge it from the main document. With that, I want to say a very big thank you to the minister and his team for bringing this document on time, and it's timely. I want to say kudos to His Excellency the President for the passion he has shown and the political will he has shown. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Veronica Kadisi. Honorable Catherine Zainab Charali.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, it's a very historic day. And I want to thank God for making it possible for us in this house to witness another amendment of the ground norm of CLU. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we are not just making a law. We are making a law that will stand the test of time. We are making a law that will speak to our children's children. Mr. Speaker, we are making a law, a constitution that will be used by future generations. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we are not hypocrite women in this part of the aisle. We are not hypocrite women. Mr. Speaker, our song says, all around the nation and all across the world, women are longing to be free. Oh yes! We are not longing to be free by a PR system. Oh yes! We are not longing to be free by a system, a simple system that people, quote unquote, are bending to entrench. It is selfishness to their estimate. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, how can you sit and plan to entrench a simple system of our electionary processes that has no alternative? Is that not selfishness? Is that not wickedness? Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the bill, the Constitution of CLU 2025 amendment comes from your right hand. It is from the government bench. And if the government bench are cherry picking it, there is the words in it. You tell me what it was, our own battle. Tell me that. And Mr. Speaker, I have keenly listened to debaters from this morning. We started the debate around 11 something, going to 12 midday. Mr. Speaker, I keep taking notes upon notes from speakers upon speakers. And Mr. Speaker, truth be told to ourselves, when my brother, the Honorable Daniel, was speaking, that was what he started with. In his maiden speech here this morning, he said, truth be told to ourselves. And Mr. Speaker, we cannot be hypocrites in amending a grown law. We can't be hypocrites. And Mr. Speaker, this was what Anthony said in Julius Caesar. He said, friends from my countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to Mary Caesar not to praise him. We are not here to praise the constitution because we are in the ruling bench. Mr. Speaker, it's fake. Praise the system that is real. Mr. Speaker, Anthony told Brutus, he said, the evil that men do, it will live with us here in this house. Mr. Speaker, posterity will hold us. Whatever we do here, posterity will hold us. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Captain Zaina Tarawale, I've been in this house. I have seen the good, the bad, and the ugly here. Nobody pretends to me what I know. Whatever I say here, I know what I'm saying. So, Mr. Speaker, if somebody says the women in this APC bench are hypocrites, I cannot say he or she is misinforming the public or the gallery, but he or she is just talking about what he or she wants to talk. But all I know, we cannot be very selfish. We cannot be hypocrites to our conscience. We cannot be people that will not go outside and talk to our people when it comes to talk to them. Here, in this house, today we are speaking to our people. They are the people that will make the best decision. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the honorable from Komon-Tok says the local council was butchered by the late sentiments. Mr. Speaker, let me tell you what is happening now. The SLPP present government has butchered the present local council. It is 3 years they are not giving a dime to other councils. Come to me everywhere. And Mr. Speaker, investigate that one. Investigate it. So if you are talking about butchered, who butchered the local council? It's them. They brought it and they are butchering it again. Mr. Speaker, truth be told to ourselves. Don't debate on the gallery. Most of the books he made mention, we read those books when we are in Form 1, Form 2, and Form 5. We did not pass through the care, we went through the real system. So some of us, nobody tells us what we do. We speak the English that he's speaking. I read English like him, I'm a linguist like him. So you can't trust me. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in the SNDP that brought the bill and criticizing the search and nomination committee, and they wanted us to accept the PR, and they wanted us to accept the 50 plus 1. It's a slap in the faces of Sierra Leoneans. It's a double slap, and I'll slap them pam and pam. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, it is your baby. You brought it to us. This baby is yours. You bring the baby to us so that we'll see the baby. If we are able to take care of the baby, we will. If we are not, we'll say, take your baby again. But you, the owner of the baby, you are kicking the baby. You are looking the baby like this, taking the baby to the dustbin. We'll let you to take the baby to the dustbin. So, if you are saying, let's give the powers to His Excellency the President, it is well and good. The 1991 Constitution, please, honorable members, let us allow it to stay. Let it be as it is. If they are saying that nobody should nominate, so that at the end of the day, Mr. President or His Excellency, he has the power to say yes or to say no. He has the power, the Constitution is very clear. He has the executive power to say yes or to say no. It's just a nomination committee. You nominate. He himself, Mr. Speaker, he himself, His Excellency, whoever sits in that office, has the power to appoint. So what's wrong? What's wrong in helping him to make Sierra Leone very happy? What's wrong to make Sierra Leone a country that will stand the test of time? If we are talking about other countries, we are adopting the case Kenyan version into this particular clause. Oh yeah, you brought it here. The honorable, we are not here. So please pay attention and learn from my lecture. So, Mr. Speaker, he knows me very well. So Mr. Speaker is telling, I don't take on that too. If you give me one, I give you three. So I don't take on that too. Mr. Speaker already knows. So if you are saying, let us allow His Excellency to do what is right and what is right, my defense network position, it is well known. We are saying thank you to them. And so for that reason, Mr. Speaker, the Constitution is very clear. It gives this nation a first past the post for a particular reason. Most of the debaters here, they've said it's very clear. And the PR system was brought into Sierra Leone because of a particular reason. It was not brought into Sierra Leone because we wanted it. It's because of the war. The late President Ahmed Jankaba invoked a PR system and how what we call a single seat for Sierra Leoneans. Let us go back to the books. Let us go to the books. So we cannot sit in this house. Us in the NBC. Let us make it very clear. We say first past the post. Us in the ABC, we say first past the post. And my elder sister that I respected so much was saying they are hypocrites. We send people to the committee, and at the end of the day, we are saying no to the people. Mr. Speaker, a messenger cannot deliver the message better than the one who sends him or her. We are the ones who have the message, and the message has to come from us. Nobody takes the message from us. The message has to come from us. If you send people, the Honorable Tigo was there to represent us, to listen and to advise. And the Honorable Tigo has said it very clear here. He said, first past the post. So nobody will say, we will not say it. And when we went to Toke, let me remind you, you are not there because your seat is very sacred now. You cannot just go where you are not invited. We went to Toke, a paper was presented to us. And what they did was, they said they are sending everything to us back to Parliament. So we are here debating. What is wrong if you say first past the post? If you want to give us a safe seat as women, give us first past the post. In Kenya, they have first past the post. In Rwanda, they have first past the post. In Ghana, they have first past the post. In New Zealand, like my brother from Komon-Tok, they have a double system. Mr. Speaker, they have 46% of women, but it's a mixed system of first past the post and PR. We cannot sit in this house and allow a single system to run over our dead bodies or our Mr. Speaker, all we are saying is we want Ireland to stand the test of time and posterity to write our names into the book. We are saying, if we are honest with our conscience, let us be the women. Let us not campaign on women's space for PR. It is wrong. Campaigning on a PR for women, it's very wrong. Yes, some people are not honest, they are dishonest. Mr. Speaker, yes, some people are very dishonest. You are telling us that the PR safeguard, the safe seat for women. He said no. When we were 42, we came here in 2023, 42 of us. Today we are 41. When the Honorable Ella Goba died in Kenya, he was replaced by a man. That tells you the safe seat is not safe. It tells you the safe seat is not safe. So if you want us to be safe, even if it's the first past the post, create a system. 30% is for women. Only women contest in that particular angle. That tells you they are serious with what they are saying. And Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me read from the CCSX here. Their recommendations on what they call the first past the post. They say, with your leave, Mr. Speaker, they say the first past the post direct accountability of members of parliament and to their constituents, Mr. Speaker. Yes, it's not our role. We are three functions as MP, not to be in the house, not to be in the hospital. But Mr. Speaker, you bring once a member of parliament, twice in Long Island, a difficult terrain, a difficult environment to go. Tell me what you did not do for the people. Our people will go and ask you. You have to do it. It is not your own job, but you do it. And they continue saying, it's clear geographical representation, which is very good. They also say, stronger citizen representative relationship increase. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as far as we are concerned, I stand to be corrected in this house, but the owners of the baby are rejecting half what the baby holds. And they want us, the stepbrothers, we are the stepbrothers of the baby, to accept the 50% threshold of what they want. This is called in our native language, what you bring is what you take. In can you give me a child that is not from my lineage? This child is not from our lineage. Our lineage is very clear. Our lineage says 55% of threshold. Mr. Speaker, the 1991 drafters are not stupid. Sorry, Mr. Speaker. The 1991 drafters, they are very smart, they are intelligent, and they know the terrain of Sierra Leone. That's the reason why what they did, they prefer the 55%. For what? For our president to be a president of Sierra Leone. For our president to be a president, all the people want to see. You cannot say 50 plus 1. My brother Daniel was very clear. Plus what? 1? Mr. Speaker, are we serious? Are we real? Are we honest with our conscience? Are we really fighting for Sierra Leone? Mr. Speaker, in that vein, us in this particular part of the island, we are saying we stick to sensu. So what the Constitution of Sierra Leone 1991 says, 55% for presidency. That is what we are saying. And Mr. Speaker, and I remember, you know, everybody knows the Honorable Captain Diana Traoré owns the city of Mackenzie Central. It's an household name. When you call my name, a small child will show you my house. That tells you I hold the constituency. And it tells you I'm a senior and a serious MP. I'm not a bypasser, Mr. Speaker. They know that. And Mr. Speaker, since the day I enter this house, I am in the front bench. It tells you how serious I am. It tells you I did not come through up here. I came through a first past the post. The MPC saw something in me. And what they did was to give me symbol out of 9 men. I received the symbol in my constituency. I have not failed them. And I will not fail them. So if somebody says, I don't go to a constituency, or she's just making a mistake. He's making a mistake. Mr. Speaker, the dangers of a pillar. As I speak, Mr. Speaker, in Komon-Tok, my constituency is specific. We are 2 in my constituency. My very self, the Honorable Captain Zaina, and the Honorable Ibrahim. We have Mr. Komon-Tok about a strong distribution without an MP. Mr. Speaker, let us be honest here for goodness sake. Representation should come from our communities. Mr. Speaker, our people need us, they want to talk to us. Before coming here today, I came from Makeni yesterday. It was a very rigid. People go to my house. They went there, lawyers from Makeni. They gave me position papers. They told me what to talk. They said, first past. And Mr. Speaker, it tells you that we are representing people. So, we are not against any other thing. If the owner of the baby rejects the baby, what do you think the step that will do? The step that will just throw the baby out of the house. So, we come to the issue of to sin. If we are saying to sin, there should be members of parliament and ministers. We cannot put anything on top of what we said. They are Sierra Leoneans. Today I learned new jargons that they went overseas to fend. They went overseas to drag SO2. They went overseas to look for greener pastures. If that is that, our kids are there. Our own kids are also there. So we are supporting that we take everything off. Nothing. The only people say SO2, you know they put ball pattern ball. Now fake ball. SO2 You want to take to sin out by tricking people by. You cannot trick us here. We are very intelligent and sensitive people that sit here. We can read and understand and we can interpret for our own self. So if you are taking it to sin, let it go. You got to learn. The Bible says you got to learn to let it go. Tell yourself, they got to learn to let it go. Then let it go. Sing for them. You got to learn to let it go. Let them let it go. You cannot pretend they are missing. I don't want you to pretend this house today. Because what we are saying here is reality. This is our constitution. Mr. Speaker, I'm a Komon-Tok. Our second stanza for school from McKinney, he said, "It is here the seed is sown, the harvest is our land." Mr. Speaker, in this way, the seed is sown here today. The harvest will be for our kids and children's children. Let us make a decision that is very wise. Let us make a decision that is very, very great. Let us make a decision that will stand the test of time. Mr. Speaker, you know, sometimes when people are doing caricature, I will sit at the backside and laugh. Because most of them are just doing caricature. I've been a strong woman. I came with the first past the post.
Always.
We know if they want us to come here on the 30%, give us the 30% on the first past the post. You will see more women here. If Africa don't fight for me, I am a strong Catholic diner. I will fight for myself. If I want to come back here, I will come down. My party stakeholders are here. I will come back. I will come back. Nobody will cheat nothing from my head. I will come back because I know what I am doing, and my party knows I am a strong woman. I am capable to represent it. So don't cheat us. Let nobody cheat us. We will not allow cheating here. And sometimes when we talk about people with to sin, Mr. Speaker, I don't want people to trigger something that will not want a child that is good. Mr. Speaker, we don't accept in this house. We don't want to see we have here. We are just sleeping it because we are sisters, we are brothers. I don't want to sleep without to what? Let me sleep without what? Don't trade something that will not born a child that is not good. And some of us, we don't want to fight our brothers and our sisters. The reason being, we have relationship connections upon connections. And so, if you trigger something that will not give a very good fruit, if you open a Pandora's box, you will be in a regret situation. So for that reason, Mr. Speaker, I will advise you, just an advice. Because some of us, a word for the wise is very, very simple. So that is what I'm saying. We've been here since 2018 as a family. We only have barely 2 more years. 2 more years to go. Less than 2. So let's continue with that, what we call camaraderie for benefit of our children's children. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, who hated women representation in this part of the island?
Exactly.
Who hated you women?
Nobody.
Mr. Speaker, let us be real. Don't sell our leaders to women. Don't sell the APC leaders to women. My sisters, don't worry, I tell you. The APC wants you, they love that. And Mr. Speaker, our constitution is strict to censor to gender sensitive issues. Mr. Speaker, the APC, from one to constituency, you have to have a 30% of women. Mr. Speaker, we are just from what we call a constituency fight. It takes you. Of course, I want the fight. Because the level for all is always a bit. So that's it. I have so if you're asking me, that is my position. And Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Since I came here, we have the honorable White and we have the honorable Rosie, Cecilia, the Rosemary. We've done so much with the first past post. The honorable Mabiti, she's here for the long time. So sometimes, if we negotiate, let us negotiate well for the benefit of our children. We cannot negotiate in a shenanigan way, Mr. Speaker. And we cannot debate a real constitution in a shenanigan way. We need to debate things for the benefit of them. So, Mr. Speaker, you cannot sell our leaders to the women that they hate you. They hate you. When these people, they come with the first past the post. So, Mr. Speaker, on behalf of my party, being the leader since I entered this house, the Honorable Catherine Zainab Terrell, I know that the women of the APC, come 2028, will come in a very large number. And for that reason, I want to commend everybody here. And we want to say, us in the APC, the women of APC, we are not haters of development. We are not haters of the progress of women. We are not haters of everything. We are here when we pass the Public Elections Act. It was Section 59(1). Later, we transferred it to Section 58. And we supported it wholeheartedly. I was the one who debated that give us our bill. Don't give us peters. Don't give us things in our exam. So before ever we have what we call the give it up. Mr. Speaker, if we're serious, I am not shouting. I'm a lady. A beautiful lady. I cannot shout. A lady with everything. I cannot shout. I'm very intelligent. My IQ is sober-minded. So, Mr. Speaker, speak up for. We want to see our viewing acts being reviewed. If we accept the first past the post, we put it here, we review our viewing act so that it stands the test of time and it works in a concurrent manner. But nobody will tell us what they want for the benefit of their party, and they want us to work against our party. It is not party for party. Here we say party for party. The APC versus the SLP. Us in the APC say first past the post, and the women will come in a very large number. Thank you very much. Very sorry.
Now call on Honorable Ibrahim Tawak.
Congratulations, that's good.
After Honorable Ibrahim Tawak will not go. And Honorable Ibrahim Tawak, Deputy Speaker, before you start, I give the House 5 minutes to refresh.
All of us.